So our India strategy continues to be extremely solid. I think one of the key things that we focused on was how do we ensure that the current market situation that is there doesn't come into the way. So our fundamental approach was to open new markets, whether it is across service provider market or commercial market or enterprise market. And one of the prime examples of that is focusing on the new sunrise industries. I'll give you a classic example. In India, one of the biggest markets that opened up lately was cable digitization. We were smart enough to realize that opportunity much earlier, and we actually designed the product. So we have invested big time in a globalization center in Bangalore. So one of the key advantages of that was to take that product from our global markets and fine tune that for India. So we designed that product for India, for the Indian market, and at the price points which are more suited to the Indian market. And in emerging verticals, there have been some very solid successful wins that we have had. So in emerging verticals, if I have to call out, physical safety and security is a pretty big area where we are focused on. Smart connected communities is a second area where we are extremely well focused on. The third market that is still about opening up is oil and gas and man down solutions and some of the other things that we are talking about, right? So that is the clear direction, is to shift from of the product selling models into more of solution engine, into more of architecting, and that is in line with what we have decided globally to do. When it comes to architectures, we have huge success in collaboration, where we have gained significant market share over the period of time. Data center has been another very big market gain for us. In fact, the IDC reports came out and we have jumped up to double-digit market share. In fact, about 11.5% market share coming from nowhere. Right, so that's again a pretty significant move that we have seen in the data center market. The third market continues to be the security, mobility, and BYOD, right? And the whole wave that is happening for virtualization would mean that you have to have more secured and more anytime, anywhere kind of infrastructure. So we continue to be a core player in that as we drive that forward. So overall, if I have to say, collaboration pretty healthy, data center huge gains, and core routing and switching, we continue to gain market share against all the small competitors that are coming in from time to time, keen to commoditize it. But I think the enterprises and the businesses clearly understand the value of network as a strategic tool, and we constantly keep on moving in that direction.